Welcome to today's Business Report. I'm Denise Williams, here to bring you the stories shaping the financial world and guiding your journey to smarter business decisions. Let's dive into the top headlines. The National Insurance Fund, which is the nation's pension fund, recorded a surplus of 28.33 billion Jamaican dollars for the 2023-2024 financial year, pushing its total asset to 193.64 billion Jamaican dollars. According to official figures, the asset base was driven by 98.74 billion in investment securities, 39.82 billion in equities, and 33.90 billion in unit trust holdings. However, after subtracting 2.93 billion in outstanding payables, the fund net assets settled at $190.71 billion. Finance Minister Favour Williams is doubling down on the government's commitment to cutting Jamaica's debt to gross domestic product ratio to 60% by the 2027-2028 fiscal year. Minister Williams says the goal is to secure investment-grade status for the country, which would allow Jamaica to borrow money at lower interest rates on the global market. Her remarks come as Jamaica faces new economic pressures, including a 10% tariff on exports to the United States recently imposed by the Trump administration. The tariff is adding urgency to calls for stronger export performance, increased agricultural production, infrastructure upgrades, and a more diversified energy sector. The Supreme Court has approved the reorganization of Cornerstone Group and Barita Investments Limited under a single financial holding company in accordance with Jamaica's financial holding company regime. The ruling, handed down on April 4, follows a joint petition by both entities in December 2023. The reorganization will place all regulated entities within the two groups under one financial holding company, as required by the Banking Services Act of 2024. That law mandates any financial group with two or more regulated entities, one being a deposit-taking institution, must consolidate under a single holding structure. For the trading period ending April 10, 2025, these were the most actively traded stocks. Toll road operator Trans-Jamaican Highway Limited with 1,218,361,564 units traded, represented 98.78% of market sales volume. Caribbean finance conglomerate JMMB Group Limited, 10% variable rate Jamaican dollar preference shares with 2,408,613 units traded, representing 0.2% of market sales volume. Cigarette distributor Carreras Limited with 1,789,686 units traded, represented 0.15% of market sales volume. We now shift our focus to the Forex market rate set by the Bank of Jamaica. On April 10, 2025, the Bank of Jamaica reported US $73.77 million purchased and US $60.61 million sold by Forex traders. Forex traders earned $1.07 per dollar, selling the US at $158.46 and buying the US at $157.39. The Canadian dollar netted Forex traders 60 cents per transaction, with selling at $112.25 and buying at $111.65. The British pound yielded Forex traders $6.36 in profits, with selling at $204.21 and buying at $197.85. For our credit report tip of the day, Rebuilding your credit shouldn't feel like fighting through red tape and radio silence. But let's be honest, it often does. You walk into the bank branch, you pick up the phone, your heart is full of hope, ready to take the next step in your financial journey. And then it happens. The banking staff is clueless. You're passed from person to person. No one calls you back. You leave feeling more discouraged than when you started. I coach people through this every week, and I always remind them, you can't give up. You need strategy, you need persistence, and most of all, you need to stay wealth-minded. You're not just fixing your credit, you're building your legacy. Don't let a few gatekeepers shake your resolve. One key tip, persistence is key. So if the banks don't call you, call them. Also, join a community of action takers. Having a circle of people working towards financial freedom keeps you focused and fired up. And that wraps up today's business report. I'm Denise Williams, reminding you that every financial decision is a step toward your future. Until next time, stay focused, stay informed, and keep striving for success. See you soon.